My first job was working at a Circle K during college. I was working there over the summer so I could stay on campus and train for wrestling.
All right, my first job was working at Bath and Body Works, but my favorite job was working at the daycare at Appalachian State, where I worked in the infant room and got to work within the university all while I was in college.
Good morning. My first part-time job was as the hostess of Shoney's restaurant. Now, some of you may not remember Shoney's, but they have the best strawberry pie. So I sort of learned how to be on time, work for a boss, help out when others needed help by working that first part-time job.
Hi, my name is Brad. I work part-time at Quick Trip, work Thursdays and Sundays, and I started working there because I had a friend that worked there and the pay was good, so yeah.
Hi, my name's Miss Williams, and my first job was at the Charlotte Coliseum, which is now named Bojangles Coliseum. I sold popcorn, peanuts, peanuts. It was a terrible job, but I only did it till halftime, so I got to go to all of the events for free afterwards, like the basketball games and all the concerts. So I did meet some cool people, Isaiah Thomas and James Worthy, and just got to see all my favorite bands. So bad job, good things happen. That was my job.
My name is Mr. Holly. I work in the EC department here at Providence, and my first job story, I started as a mail clerk at NCNB in the spring of 1990. I was excited. I was just fresh out of college, but that's my job story, and I love my job, and it gave me a good work ethic to start out in my career.
So I applied to a bunch of different Harris Teeters because I knew that I wanted to work at Harris Teeter, and they had good pay and good hours. And I applied to a couple of different stores because I didn't know which ones were hiring and which ones weren't. And I went online and I applied to a bunch of them, and just kind of wanted to secure a call back. And then I did get a call back from one of the stores, and they called me in for an interview. So I scheduled that. I dressed up neat, and I went in and they interviewed me. And they said they would call me back if I got the job, and they called me back a couple of days later, and then I got the job.
Hello, good morning. This is Jeffrey Castaneda, but I am called here Mr. C, working as an assistant teacher here at Providence High School. My first job when I arrived here in America way back 7 years ago, 2014, I worked at Harris Teeter as customer service. So I was assigned at the deli department. I prepare subs for the customer. I also slice cheeses, meats, and I also do rotisserie. And my first assignment was a closer, and it was tough because at the same time I was pursuing my master's degree at Gardner-Webb University. So as soon as I get home, I have to do all my writing tasks, my reading tasks. But eventually I was moved into opener. So it becomes more lighter in my part. So that's it, and I'm happy that I'm now at Providence High School.
So I used to work at a smoothie place, but now I'm working at Chop, the salad place in the Arboretum. I only let them schedule me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because that's just how my schedule works, and luckily they're very flexible about it. And yeah, I really like working there.
Okay. Well, I have a part-time job at Pet Supplies Plus. I worked there because I knew I wanted to work with pets, and I also had a horticulture project where we needed to get a job or something that involved horticulture type things. So it just worked out perfectly for me. And so when I started looking, I looked on different sites to find jobs, and then I looked on the actual Pet Supplies Plus website, and I called up to a couple places seeing if they were hiring, and then I went somewhere and I actually got a physical application, and then I turned in my application, and like a day later I got a call saying that they wanted to interview me. And then at the interview they asked if I could do a second interview, and I said yes, of course. And the next day I had a second interview. That day I was hired.